What's happening, tech titans and future shapers? Welcome back to iPad Focus, where we dive headfirst into the currents of innovation that are reshaping our digital world. The news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got a rapid-fire rundown of updates that you simply cannot afford to miss. Get ready to feel the pulse of progress as we break down the latest developments that are setting the tech agenda. From the strategic moves of giants to the whispers of next-gen devices, buckle up. This is your essential briefing for what's next. First up, we're dissecting the financial pulse of a titan. We've got the latest on Apple's stock performance, looking at the technical challenges on the horizon and the powerful endorsements that are keeping its valuation in focus. Is the market signaling caution, or is the unwavering confidence from analysts the real story here? We're digging deep. Then, prepare for a seismic shift in how we interact with information online. Apple is reportedly gearing up to challenge the established order in a massive way, potentially unleashing an AI-powered search engine that could redefine the digital landscape. What does this mean for the future of search, and how are they planning to leverage cutting-edge AI to make it happen? You'll want to hear this. And speaking of redefining devices, the rumor mill is buzzing louder than ever about the next evolution of a beloved product line. We're talking about a radical new design philosophy that could see the introduction of an ultra-thin iPhone, but the burning question is, what will it cost? Get ready for a deep dive into the potential pricing strategies and what this could mean for the market. Finally, we're looking at the market's reaction to all this innovation. One of the few voices urging caution on Apple's stock has just changed its tune. What prompted this shift, and what does it signal for investors watching closely? We've got the analysis you need. It's a packed show, and we're just getting started. Don't miss a single second. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on so you never miss an update from iPad Focus. Apple stock, navigating the headwinds and analyst cheers. Is Apple's stock poised for further gains, or are technical indicators flashing a warning? Apple's stock has been a consistent performer, but recent market dynamics present a complex picture. While the company's long-term prospects remain robust, technical analysis suggests potential headwinds that investors are closely monitoring. These indicators, often derived from price charts and trading volumes, can signal shifts in market sentiment and potential price corrections. Traders and analysts scrutinize these patterns to anticipate short-term movements and manage risk. Factors such as resistance levels, moving averages, and trading ranges are all part of this technical evaluation. For instance, a stock approaching a significant resistance level might face selling pressure, while breaking through a key moving average could indicate a change in trend. The current technical landscape for Apple suggests a period where caution might be warranted, as certain patterns could indicate a plateauing of momentum or a potential for a pullback before the next significant upward move. This doesn't necessarily signal a downturn, but rather a phase of consolidation or adjustment in the stock's price trajectory. However, this technical outlook is juxtaposed with overwhelmingly positive sentiment from a significant portion of the analyst community. These professionals, who dedicate their careers to researching and valuing companies, have largely maintained strong backing for Apple. Their endorsements are typically based on fundamental analysis, which examines the company's financial health, competitive position, market share, product innovation, and management quality. Analysts often issue price targets and ratings, such as buy, hold, or sell, based on their assessments of future earnings potential and intrinsic value. The fact that many analysts continue to rate Apple favorably, often with price targets suggesting further upside, indicates a strong belief in the company's underlying business strength and its ability to overcome any short-term technical challenges. This divergence between technical signals and fundamental analyst backing creates a fascinating scenario for investors, highlighting the multifaceted nature of stock market analysis. It suggests that while short-term trading might encounter some turbulence, the long-term investment thesis for Apple remains compelling, supported by its innovation pipeline, brand loyalty, and ecosystem strength. The company's ability to consistently introduce successful products, expand into new markets, and maintain its dominant position in key sectors continues to fuel this analyst confidence, even as technical indicators suggest a need for careful observation. Audience impact. Investors are keenly watching this interplay between technical indicators and analyst recommendations, seeking clarity on Apple's immediate future performance amid broader market fluctuations. But what if the biggest disruption isn't in the stock market, but in how we find information? Get ready, because Apple might be about to revolutionize search as we know it. Apple's AI search ambitions, challenging the giants. Apple is reportedly developing an AI-powered search engine, signaling a major push into a fiercely competitive market. In a move that could significantly disrupt the digital information landscape, Apple is reportedly on the verge of launching its own AI-powered search service, codenamed World Knowledge Answers. This initiative, set to debut next year, represents Apple's most substantial foray into the AI-driven search arena to date. The service is designed to function as an intelligent answer engine, deeply integrated with Siri, Apple's long-standing virtual assistant. Beyond Siri's current capabilities, this new system aims to provide comprehensive summaries of web results, incorporating text, images, videos, and relevant local data. This ambitious overhaul, internally referred to as Linwood and LLM Siri, is the culmination of extensive work to enhance Siri's intelligence and responsiveness. Craig Federighi, Apple's Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, has indicated that the advancements made in this end-to-end revamp have yielded the desired results, paving the way for this new service. To power these sophisticated summarization capabilities, Apple is reportedly evaluating and testing leading AI models, including Google's Gemini and Anthropic's Claude. Simultaneously, the company is also leveraging its proprietary Apple Foundation models for on-device queries, emphasizing a hybrid approach that balances external power with internal innovation. According to reports, Apple leaned towards integrating Google's Gemini for its summarization features, reportedly after Anthropic's pricing demands exceeded $1.5 billion annually. This decision highlights the significant financial and technological considerations involved in building advanced AI capabilities. The timing of this announcement is particularly noteworthy, as it occurs while Apple continues its lucrative $20 billion a year search deal with Google. Although a recent U.S. court ruling allowed this deal to proceed with minor modifications, Apple's own executive, Eddie Q, has acknowledged a decline in Google searches originating from Apple devices for the first time in 2 decades. This shift is attributed, in part, to the growing popularity of AI-native search challengers like Perplexity AI, which offer a different user experience. While Apple explored potential acquisitions of innovative startups such as Perplexity and Mistral AI, the company ultimately decided to develop its own in-house solution. This strategic choice underscores a commitment to controlling its AI destiny. However, Apple's AI ambitions have not been without internal challenges. The company has experienced talent attrition, with key members of its foundation models team, including its founder Ruoming Pang, departing for rivals like Meta, OpenAI, and Anthropic. This brain drain poses a potential risk to the pace and effectiveness of its AI development. Nevertheless, the planned launch of World Knowledge Answers signifies a bold step by Apple to compete directly in the AI search space, potentially reshaping user interactions with the internet and challenging the dominance of existing search engine giants. Audience impact. This strategic pivot by Apple into AI-powered search has ignited intense speculation about its potential to disrupt Google's long-standing dominance and redefine the future of online information discovery. But while Apple is innovating in the digital realm, they might also be rethinking the very physical form of their most iconic device. Get ready to explore the future of the iPhone's design and its potential price tag. The iPhone 17 Air, a thinner design, but will it come with a premium price? Apple's upcoming iPhone lineup is rumored to feature an ultra-thin model, raising questions about its design, features, and, most importantly, its cost. As Apple prepares to unveil its next generation of iPhones, a significant shift in the product's strategy is anticipated: the discontinuation of the iPhone 16 Plus model. In its place, Apple is expected to introduce a radically new design focused on an ultra-thin form factor, widely rumored to be branded as the iPhone 17 Air. This new model aims to set a new benchmark for device slimness, with reports suggesting a chassis measuring approximately 5.5 at its thinnest point. Achieving such a sleek profile, however, appears to involve certain compromises. Notably, the iPhone 17 Air is expected to feature a simplified camera system, equipped with only a single rear lens, a departure from the dual-lens setups common in recent Plus models. This design choice raises the central question that is currently dominating industry speculation: the pricing strategy for this innovative new device. Looking at the broader iPhone 17 lineup, most analysts predict that the prices for the standard and Pro models will remain relatively stable compared to their iPhone 16 series counterparts. For context, the current iPhone 16 lineup starts at $799 for the base model, $899 for the Plus, $999 for the Pro, and $1,199 for the Pro Max. Some analysts have suggested that the iPhone 17 Pro might see a price increase to a $1,099 starting point, but this would likely be accompanied by an upgrade in base storage from 128 GB to 256 GB, aligning its price with the current 256 GB Pro model offering. The pricing dilemma is more pronounced for the entirely new iPhone 17 Air. It is poised to replace the iPhone 16 Plus, which currently retails at $899. Apple typically maintains a tiered pricing structure, and it's likely they will want to keep a model available around the $900 price point to capture consumers whose budgets fall between the entry-level base model and the more premium Pro versions. Physically, the iPhone 17 Air is expected to be similar in dimensions to the Plus model, with an anticipated 6.6-inch screen, slightly smaller than the Plus's 6.7-inch display. It will also feature a high refresh rate 120Hz screen, a desirable upgrade. Under the hood, it's expected to be powered by the base A19 chip, similar to how the Plus models use the non-Pro A-series chips. The most significant spec downgrade from the Plus to the Air is the reduction from a dual camera system to a single main lens, losing the ultra-wide capability. There are also concerns that the Air's battery life might not match that of the Plus. In return for these concessions, users gain the highly desirable ultra-slim chassis. The core question remains: will Apple be content to price this new design at the same $899 mark as the Plus it replaces? Some industry observers believe Apple could justify a premium price for the iPhone 17 Air, given its novel design. TrendForce, for instance, has suggested that the iPhone 17 Air could launch with a starting price of $1,099, which is even higher than the current starting price of the iPhone 16 Pro. The rationale is that the Air's distinct aesthetic might appeal to consumers seeking the latest in fashion and design, potentially driving willingness to pay more, despite its more comparable internal specifications to the base iPhone 17 model. However, a personal assessment suggests that $1,099 might be too steep for the market to bear, potentially leading to the model facing challenges, similar to previous attempts by Apple to establish a successful fourth iPhone SKU. A more practical approach might see the iPhone 17 Air priced at $999. This would position it as a more affordable option than the Pro models, especially if Apple decides to eliminate the 128 GB Pro variant and push its base storage to 256 GB. This strategic move would create a natural opening for a model positioned around the $1,000 mark. Therefore, the $999 price point appears to be a plausible sweet spot for the iPhone 17 Air. Audience impact. Consumers are eagerly awaiting Apple's September event to confirm the iPhone 17 lineup, with particular interest in how the innovative design of the rumored iPhone 17 Air will be reflected in its final price point. Speaking of market sentiment and analyst opinions, sometimes a change in perspective can signal a major shift. We'll look at how a key analyst's view on Apple has evolved. Analyst shift stance: a sell rating turns into a buy signal. One of the few analysts maintaining a sell rating on Apple has reportedly reversed their position, signaling a potential turning point for the stock. In the often dynamic and sometimes volatile world of financial markets, analyst ratings play a crucial role in shaping investor sentiment and influencing stock performance. These ratings, issued by financial experts who cover specific companies, provide insights into their outlook on a stock's future prospects. They can range from aggressive buy recommendations, suggesting significant upside potential, to strong sell ratings, warning of potential declines. Historically, maintaining a sell rating on a company as large and consistently performing as Apple has been a contrarian stance, often attracting significant attention. Such a position suggests a belief that the stock is overvalued or faces substantial headwinds that outweigh its strengths. The rationale behind such a rating typically involves a deep dive into fundamental weaknesses, competitive threats, or macroeconomic factors that could negatively impact the company's future earnings and growth. However, the landscape can shift rapidly. Recent reports indicate that one of the prominent analysts who had maintained a sell rating on Apple has now decided to change their tune. This reversal is significant news for several reasons. Firstly, it suggests that the analyst's assessment of Apple's current situation or future outlook has undergone a substantial change. This could be driven by new information, a reevaluation of existing data, or a shift in their predictive models. Secondly, the timing of this change is particularly noteworthy, especially following periods of strong stock performance or significant company announcements. When an analyst known for their bearish stance pivots to a more optimistic outlook, it often signals a reevaluation of the stock's risk-reward profile. This could mean that the analyst now believes the technical challenges or fundamental concerns they previously identified have either been addressed by the company, are less severe than anticipated, or are now outweighed by emerging opportunities. The specific reasons behind this analyst's change of heart are crucial for understanding the broader implications. It could be a response to Apple's recent product launches, its performance in key markets, its strategic initiatives in areas like AI or services, or even a broader reassessment of the technology sector. Such a shift can influence other analysts to review their own positions and potentially lead to a broader reassessment of the stock's valuation by the market. For investors, this development is a key piece of information to consider. It might suggest that the period of caution advised by the sell rating is over, and that the stock's rally might have more substance or further room to grow. Conversely, it could also be interpreted as the analyst jumping on a bandwagon, aligning with a prevailing positive sentiment rather than leading the charge. Regardless, the fact that a prominent dissenting voice has now joined the chorus of support warrants close attention and further investigation into the analyst's updated reasoning and the specific factors driving this significant change in perspective. The market will undoubtedly be watching to see if this shift in analyst sentiment translates into further positive momentum for Apple's stock. Audience impact. This change in rating from a previously bearish analyst is generating considerable buzz, prompting many investors to re-examine Apple's stock and its potential trajectory. That wraps up our top stories for today. But before you go, let's do a quick recap. And that's a wrap on today's essential tech updates. We've seen Apple's stock navigating technical challenges with strong analyst backing, explored the potential revolution in AI-powered search, debated the pricing of the sleek new iPhone 17 Air, and noted a significant shift in analyst sentiment. Don't miss out on future breakdowns. Hit that like button if you found this valuable, subscribe to iPad Focus for your daily dose of innovation, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Got thoughts on these stories? Drop a comment below, and for even more insights, follow us on all our social channels. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.